Noble Brink of Ruin, episode number 9. And man, this show has such a unique effect on me. In one moment of an episode, I can be like, okay, yeah, like they're doing something. This is pretty cool. We're getting into some politics. We're creating coins. And the next moment, they make the male big ancient dragon a little Loli girl. Like, what are we doing? You know, and it's one of those things to where, like, I have nothing against, like, you know, lolis, lolicons. I have nothing against dragons or spiders or animals, or whatever, you know, changing into girls or whatever, you know, or I have nothing against any of that fan servicey stuff. I truly don't. You know, half the time I hope the spider does turn into a girl. I hope the bear does turn into a girl. I hope the dragon does. But it's when it's depicted for so long as being this ancient. You expect to be like a grandpa, right? You expect to be like a wise sage. Like if it were to have a human form, you would expect the dragon to be like this white, you know, this wise old sage type character. But instead, it turns into this lolly young little girl, and it's just a very weird take because now you have to think about, okay, I guess the dragon that's been in him the whole time is part of his harem too now? Because that's what, you know, at the end of it, that's what the show is. It's a big harem anime, you know. Liam at this point has Chris, my favorite wolf girl, has Jody, Asuna, has Scarlet, has this new girl. I don't even know what her name was. I'll call her Luna Freya for now. Has this new girl. The fairy girl, I forget what the fairy girl name is, but the one, the green hair fairy girl, he has her, Reina. Her name was Reina. He has her, and then on top of that, now he has Radon, you know, because apparently Radon the whole time was some girl dragon, which again is totally fine. It's just so weird. And again, you know, episode 8, I don't think the author has a good grasp of how currency works. Let me take a step back. An anime or manga or light novel that's trying to emulate is for sure slime, you know, slime anime. You know, that time was reincarnated as a slime. It's definitely trying to emulate that. The thing that Rimuru and the slime did in that anime is the build up to a kingdom was progressive. He started off with a village, and then the village became kind of like housing, and then kind of housing became like buildings, and buildings became, and originally it was just kind of trading goods with other villages and orcs and other, you know, and then it went up from goods to services to then having some kind of currency from outside come inside, be traded out before you can have a currency. So it was a slow progression. But I feel like we've skipped 25 steps, and suddenly Liam's nation should just be considered all powerful because it is like slime anime. It's a place that exists between a lot of other places. It's a connecting subsection of land that connects the other 3 major powers, which that makes total sense. But the way that they've kind of skipped forward of like, well, yeah, don't you know it's a nation already? It's like, okay, well, where was the creation of it? Like every time they showed it, it's just a village. This time they show it and there's some buildings or like so there's some homes, like apartment buildings or some like, very old school apartment buildings. And apparently there's like a place where like a meeting place, which you assume is his house, but they don't cover any of that. And they just kind of expect you to go like, don't worry about it. It's a nation now. And it's like, okay, well, what is, and it's barren. There's nobody there. It's like playing a video game that has like a city, but you can't go into any of the doors and there's nobody walking around. It's like, is it a city? It's just so weird because it's just sped forward. And then I don't think the author, again, understands the creation of currency. When you create a currency, you do it for internally first before you do it externally. So what I mean by that is if you have a village or city or whatever, and you're trading goods, right? You're going to say, okay, I'm going to trade you I'm going to trade you this fish for this tool. And you go, okay, well, this tool costs 3 fishes. Now I need to get you 3 fish, and then I'm going to get the tool. And then eventually what you do is instead, you create a currency, and the currency holds some value with whoever's at the head. And though that value can then be traded for goods when needed, and then you use the currency, and instead of the fish, you go, okay, I'm going to give you these 3 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐵 coins for this tool, or this 1 𝐿𝐴𝐵 coin for this tool. And that's kind of how you start putting value on things. And then it's a longer process than just making a coin. Obviously, the silver or the copper that he's making has some inherent value. And they kind of explain it a little bit with Scarlet about, like, 50% copper, how much of an imprint is in it and stuff like that. Sure. But he creates his currency. He doesn't recreate the currency that already exists. I would have understood it more if he had replicated or recreated the currency that already exists within the land, and then he holds a lot of the existing currency, and then he trades that for his currency. You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't like, I like that they're going into politics and neighboring nations and, getting some kind of, trade going, whether it is financially or politically, whatever. I like that he had his brother come into the play, and his brother basically said, like, hey, my family wants to partner with your new lands. We want to have trade. I'll pay taxes. You know what I mean? Like, he sees the future. I like that stuff. I also like that they introduced another girl who she just +1 to the harem. And she was a blue hair girl. And, I think her name's, I'm going to call her Luna Freya. I don't know what the hell her name is. But she got like a +1 to the harem early in the episode. And essentially some nation came to deliver her like a bomb to him that gets to try and, take them out. And she's some blue hair girl. And she was part of this guy's ex-blast or something like that. And her name's Flora. And, basically he took her on, and she's going to be part of the harem, but they sent her kind of like as like a go marry him. But when she blows up, they're going to use her as a political thing to come attack and some bullshit, right? I like that kind of stuff. But the dragon lost me. The fascination with magic, but it's not very good at explaining the magic. His bullets look lame. They turn the dragon into a Loli. The Loli teaches him how to do like magical enhancement on his body. Actually seeing it in action is super lame. Yeah, I don't know. I have this internal battle with this show of like, I think I like it. No, I hate it. I hate it. No, I like it. I like it. I hate it. We like it. We hate it though. It's like, it's this internal thing, and it's just so hard. The good news, guys, is at the end of the day, this was episode number 9. We only have 3 episodes left. I think this is scheduled for 12 episodes this season. So we only have 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 3 episodes left. We're not going to get any kind of good ending or anything like that. So we're just going to be here for the ride. Next week, it doesn't matter anyways, because next week is a what do you call it? A fan service episode. So get hype, get excited for fan service. Next week, we're going to get babes and beaches. So definitely excited for the babes. Definitely excited for the beaches and the badonkadonks and everything else coming next week. Can't be mad at that for a freaking second, right? We got our Loli dragon there. So, hey, let's effing go. All right, friends, I'm leaving you guys on that. Appreciate you guys' time. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week for whatever this show gives us at this point. I'm just here for the ride. Peace out.